Long ago, around the year 7080, in the heart of what is now southwestern Nigeria, the Egba people, who are traditionally farmers and hunters, spread across more than 100 forest settlements known as the Egba Forest, surround the Oyo Empire. Over time, the Egba people became vulnerable to attacks and pledged allegiance to the powerful Oyo Empire for protection. However, the Egba people lived under the rule of a cruel and oppressive system, as the Alaafin of Oyo at that time was a tyrant who treated the Egbas like second-class citizens. They were burdened by heavy taxes and forced to labor endlessly for the Oyo Empire. All this enforced by the military-style tax collectors known as the Ilaris. The Ilaris were notorious for their corrupt and oppressive behavior, living lavish and reckless lifestyles at the expense of the hard-earned resources of the Egbas. They also engaged in slave trading, kidnapping Egba citizens and sending them to the white slave traders, thereby enriching themselves and the Oyo rulers. The Egba people, a proud and hard-working community, yearned for freedom but lacked a leader brave enough to stand up to their oppressors. That was until the rise of Lisabi. Lisabi was born in Itoku, one of the many settlements that made up the Egba nation. From a young age, he was known for his intelligence, strength, and leadership qualities. He was a farmer and was also tall and strong like a giant. He was also a soldier, known for his military prowess in wars fought for the Oyo Empire. Lisabi was also deeply connected to the traditions and beliefs of his people, making him both a practical man and a spiritual figure. It is said that he wore an impenetrable charm vest that shielded him from harm. As he grew older, Lisabi became increasingly troubled by the plight of his people. The Oyo overlords demanded not only taxes but also tributes of labor and goods. Egba men and women were taken away to serve as slaves in the Oyo Empire, often never to return. The Egba villages lived in constant fear of raids and punishment for even minor disobedience. Lisabi knew something had to change, but he also understood that it would take courage and careful planning. Lisabi began to rally his people in secret, traveled from one Egba village to another, speaking to the herders, hunters, and farmers. He organized a cooperative society known as Egbe Aaro to help each other on their farms to collectively boost the harvest. Lisabi also used the group to organize and train a group of seasoned warriors and able-bodied Egba men for battle to protect their land. Lisabi was energetic and hardworking. He worked tirelessly on others' farms, earning the respect and loyalty of the Egba men, who sought to do their best when it was time to work on his farm. He declared war on Oyo and rallied members to fight for the freedom of their land from the Oyo's tyranny. Lisabi's plan was bold and dangerous, and it required secrecy and trust. A single traitor could doom the entire movement. Some of the members were surprised, some scared, but they did not want to renege on their promise of doing his own with the same zeal he has been putting into theirs. They all agreed to the plot and perfected their attacks. The chosen day came. Lisabi carefully orchestrated the rebellion to coincide with a time when the Oyo forces were least prepared. In each village, when the Ilaris came with their usual rakings, the Egba people rose up, armed with farming tools, hunting spears, and an unshakable will to be free. They killed all the Ilaris in one swift strike, totaling about 600 Ilaris killed across all the Egba settlements. Legend has it that Lisabi himself killed over 250 Ilaris. News of the rebellion reached the Alaafin in Oyo. Humiliated by the revolt, the Alaafin sent an army to crush the Egba people and specifically ordered that Lisabi's head be brought back as proof of his victory. However, Lisabi anticipated the attack and prepared for it. His warriors ambushed the Oyo army and destroyed them. Within days, the Egba warriors had driven out the Oyo forces from their lands, securing victory and freedom for the Egba people. For the first time in years, they could walk their feet and tend to their homes without fear. Though victorious, Lisabi and the Egba people knew that freedom came with its own challenges. They had to build a new society, one that was just and fair. Lisabi called for a council of elders and representatives from each village to govern the Egba nation collectively. Under Lisabi's guidance, the Egba people worked together to strengthen their communities. They rebuilt their villages, established trade routes, and forged alliances with neighboring tribes. Lisabi emphasized unity, reminding his people that their strength lay in their ability to stand together. Lisabi did not seek personal glory. He returned to his life as a farmer, living humbly among the people he had liberated. Stories of his bravery were passed down through generations, inspiring countless Egba people to stand up for justice and freedom. Even today, the tale of Lisabi is celebrated among the Egba people. His life serves as a reminder of the power of unity and the importance of standing against oppression. In the land of Egba, the spirit of Lisabi endures, reminding everyone that even the most oppressed can rise to claim their freedom when they find the courage to stand together.